Okay, let's talk power animals in our exploration of shamanism, this interesting and ancient topic that goes through vogues of being in popularity with people. I remember in the 90s there was a big upsurge in it, and then that carried on. I don't really know where it's at now in the collective, but it's probably pretty popular. Anyway, power animals. So yeah, shamanic tradition says that like power animals, everybody's got one allotted to them at birth. You know, one sort of comes almost with the person and is with them throughout their life, and it's meant to imbue the person with certain types of maybe animal characteristics that would help the person navigate life, give them certain skills or outlooks or something, or just some little ingredient of magic to add to the person's personality. I mean, some people you can say actually look, you know, like they embody certain ones. Like you get bear-like humans, you know, humans that are like big bears, or ones that are like more like Weasley or fox-like or rabbit-like and stuff. You know, it's just, you know, we all know it. You know, the various people look like various animals to some extent. Everyone does to some extent. But they also think the tradition goes that you can call on power animals, go on like vision quests to discover one, or even ask them for help and advice, you know, if you need certain things. Now, I had a job once where I used to walk probably about 10 to 15 miles a day as part of the job. And in the early days, I remember this is when I was like, probably I'd been interested in shamanism for a few years. And I used to call on the energy of a horse, you know, one of those big like Shire horse type things that could just plod on and on and on. And because the job was quite repetitive and I could let my mind sort of wander a bit, I would focus on, you know, sort of imagining being this horse when I was walking along. And whether it worked or not, I don't know, but I ended up being able to power through those miles. And I'd thank the spirit of the horse in the evening. I mean, even on like a basic level, it gives a level of respect between humans and animals, you know, to look at it this way. It opens your eyes and helps you look at the animal species that share this planet with us in a different way. At the end of the day, you know, even though we're all inside our physical bodies, the tapestry of the sort of worlds that we actually walk through are not all evident to us, because we have filter systems built in to navigate the three-dimensional world, but it doesn't mean that other things aren't going on. And I think power animals sort of come into us in that sort of sphere. Anyway, there's loads of info out there, but I hope you found that interesting. Just a brief foray into power animals to do with shamanism.